If you put a dead body, a used condom, anything in front of a pig, it's going to eat it. Their diet and their environment is disgusting. Leads to toxin builds up in their body. And why is this a problem? Because imagine not being able to sweat. Like ever. Every other animal we eat has sweat glands. Only that they have some basic bitch digestive system where they eat and it comes out within 4 hours. Just for context, our body takes 2 to 5 days to do that. And respectfully, we ain't eating shit. So how are they removing toxins? Well, it's not through urine because their uric system only removes 2%. And where does the other 98% go? In the nasty ass meat that you're eating. These motherfuckers carry so many bacterial and viral infections. Have you ever had trick or tapeworm? Yeah, they're parasites from the pork that you eat. Parasites that cause pain, fever, permanent nerve damage. I cook all my meat well done. Yeah, some bacteria dies during the cooking process. But do you know what doesn't? Heavy metals, toxins, and hormones that get stored inside the pig fat. The nastiness people love to munch on about crackling and pigs in blankets. Imagine taking pork and wrapping it in more pork. Madness. Pork contains crazy amounts of saturated fat. Imagine eating 2 slices of bacon or 2 sausages and you've already maxed out your saturated fat at breakfast. Ever had boils or cysts or suffer with really bad acne? Yeah. Probably from the buildup of toxins due to being a dirty swine eater. Last and definitely not least, pork is loaded with nitrites and nitrates. The proven preservative for cancer formation. Deep it, take it in. The thing that develops bad cancer cells is what is laced in your pork meat. You're literally eating straight up cancer fuel. Madness. If you put...
Shalom. Well, you hear it for yourself. Alright? And with all this information, you will still eat the unclean things. Cheeks. And to that, I would like to say Kal Halayam, La Alahayna wa Yahweh Bashim, Shai Bashim Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of great Muslim who well. Shalom. Unto the brothers are pushing his works in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And Shalom unto the Israelites who have been scattered among the hidden nations. And Shalom unto the few and faithful Aquatium who's listening and learning. There's your brother Kratazar. Back at you with another lesson from the GMS All camp of the Trinidad and Tobago. Alright. So here it is. Alright. Where, as we dealing with the pig here, right? Because it is a very prominent, meat on the market, right? And these chicks would still eat it. They will see all these information, and they would still say, yeah, to hell with what I'm about to say, and still eat it. You understand? The scriptures talk about these things because why? Because most jakes, they don't like to read, right? They don't like to read, and even sometimes simple basic information, right? This is why you will see some people, they have nasty breakouts, right? They have rashes all at the side of their necks, right? Sometimes they will get some nasty pusses on the back, right? Sometimes even worms coming out of their damn foot, right? Because their body are so infested with parasites, right? Sometimes they don't even take cleanse. They don't even take cleanse, right? They even cleanse out themselves, right? Right? Because they just being ignorant about it. I mean, ignorant could get you deleted by worms, could get you deleted, right? These meats causes all sorts of sickness, right? All sorts of sicknesses these meat causes. Also these parasites are also related into mood swings as well, right? They crave different stuff within your body, right? Some people have it so bad, they move like if they're on drugs, right? So we got a scripture here real quick. Right, there's the book of Leviticus 11 and 7, and it reads here, and the swine do be divide the hoof, right, but be cloven footed, yet he chewed not the cud, he is unclean. All right, so let's go and let's go on Google. All right, so I read in the NLT, the pig has evenly split hoofs but does not chew the cud, so it is unclean. Right, so there we go. This is where where the two hoofs is, right? It's where the two hoofs. Right, this is the cow chewing the cud, right? Fast forward a little bit, right? It says here, a pig has a cloven hoof, which means its hoof is split into two toes. Right, so when we go into the image here, you will see it. Right, this is it. Right, which this is unclean. Right, next thing. Right, let's go into it. How many stomach do pig have? Here it says pigs have one stomach, making them monogastric. This single stomach is not divided into chambers, unlike ruminants like cows, which have 4 compartments. Right, so we go into that. Right, so the swine here, so you can see, right, that this is one stomach. Right, this here is basically one stomach. Right, so as you seen the video before, right, to have one stomach, so all these things that it eating and with these toxins, and because these things that eat anything, these things scavengers, these things clean the earth. All right, so all the toxins spread out through the body through the meat. All right, this is a specific reason why the Lord has animals to clean the earth in the land, in the and also in the sea. Right, but not the topic today. The topic, we're just going into the swine here. Right, so let me go into the pig, to the cow. Right, now, right, they say cows poses a 4 compartment stomach, although it's technically considered one organ. Right, and why consider one organ? Because it is a huge organ, but it has 4 compartments, made up of 4 compartments. Right, so we go into the photo. Right, I won't go into that because it might be too graphic, but anyways, right, these are the 4 compartments here. Right, these are the 4 compartments, as you can basically see. Right, they go through a process, 1, 2, 3, 4. The last process it goes through. All right. Right, but I could be wrong on the romaine being the last process, but this chart just showing a little example. Right, and it breaks down that grass, right, where that it eats. Right, this is why the this is also why that the cow is a clean meat. Right, is a clean meat. because the pig wouldn't chew with the cud. It went through the cow, but the cud, but the cow will chew the cud, right? Which is a clean meat, right? All right. So here we are on this website, the cloven hoof, right, equals chewing the cud, right? It's shown here, clean meat, right? The cow family, right? All these here: the goat, the moose, the sheep, the water bucks, the yaks, the harts, right? It shows you this, right? But yet, as I said before, right, all this information, right, and I ain't even going down so far with in depth, but with all this little information here, and Jakes out there would still be ignorant towards it. All right, that is why also in Hosea 6, in Hosea 4 and 6, Salakia, it said that my people will be destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Yeah, that is why a lot of you die by parasites, which causes different sicknesses, the illnesses. Alright, so I hope that this video was edifying. And to that, I'd like to say Kal Halayam, La Alahainawa, Yahweh Bashim Yashai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of great Mason who will well. Shalom unto the brothers that pushing his works in truth and in sincerity to all the folk ones of the earth. And shalom unto the Israelites of the hidden nations. And shalom unto the sisters Aquatium, who is listening and learning, obeying her husband. Until next time, shalom.